from SFC Singapore. I grew up in a devout Catholic family. I was raised to know my faith, encouraged to read the Bible at a very young age of 6, came to deeply dream of someday being of help to people in need, encouraged to serve in the church in primary and secondary years, and molded in a Catholic school. At the start of my teenage years, I clearly heard the Lord speak to me for the first time, and it was to tell me that if I want to be holy, join this community of CFC Youth for Christ. So I joined. I felt that the Lord has been so good to me all my life. So I was continuously active and passionate in attending all the activities since I joined the community that He called me to. I was able to see that God had clearly laid out His great plans for me ever since I was born. And I was just responding to His goodness by attending each activity. I became a youth leader. I was able to not just respond to God's goodness in my life, but also to share it to the youth I am leading. When I started working, the Lord was continuously good to me, providing me with a great job with a schedule that would fit my service. In 2011, the Lord called me again to another service. It is to be mission volunteer. I answered yes, but only if the mission volunteers training dates will fit my work schedule. And it did. The Lord arranged my off dates well to match the training dates. I became mission volunteer after the training. During that time, God blessed me with a new better job with flexible working hours and good salary to support me in the mission. I was able to travel 2, 3, 4 hours from Manila back and forth to Laguna for meetings and servings any day of the week. I continued to passionately serve God as a response to His goodness in my life and to share to the people I met the goodness of God. I thought my life was made. I thought I was already good, doing good, serving God in the community as a mission volunteer. But the Lord came to me again with an unexpected call in 2012, asking me to serve Him as a full-time pastoral worker. I prayed and discerned for it. I had hesitations as it is not just anyhow service with the comfort and assurance of my work and comfort of serving with people I've known since I was young. I told the Lord I had so many plans and that I'm scared. But He boldly answered me in Luke chapter 5 to not be afraid and that He is calling me to be a fisher of men, to evangelize more people and bring people to Him. I still continued to have hesitations. One time, I was riding a public vehicle and telling the Lord all my plans in life. And immediately, the Lord spoke to me through a billboard with Proverbs from chapter 19. Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it's the Lord's purpose that prevails. I surrendered to God's bold answers to me. However, there are times that I still hesitate until another time that I was struggling, I told the Lord, can I just say no this time? And at that instant, He showed me a rare signage that writes, "Go for mission." There I remembered how the Lord has been good to me all my life, all the time. He has blessed me so much in every aspect of my life, in my family, in my studies, in my career. He never failed me. And if being a full-time pastoral worker, a full-time missionary is where He is calling me, it is time I go out there fully and share His blessings to more and more people. So in early 2013, I left my work. The Lord sent me to few mission trips. One time I was sent to area for a month without any money in my pocket. And I experienced the Lord's goodness as He provided for me throughout the mission, even to the point of leaving that area with pockets so full. I was also sent to a very far island with a language or dialect I cannot speak and understand. Not a single people I know. But the Lord, who has been so good, comforted me and made me experience home there. I was affirmed that the Lord can use me to testify to His goodness, to bring more people to Him, to make people know how good He is. I became a full-time pastoral worker in the same year. I thought that I was already full of God's goodness before entering full-time pastoral work. and sharing that goodness in every area and every people that I met. But the Lord wasn't done in showing me of His goodness. The Lord brought me to places in different parts of the Philippines and even brought me out of the country with all expense paid. It was through the mission that I first came to Singapore in 2014, and I never spent a single amount on my own during that mission. It is in that mission that I started to have a family in Singapore. In every place that I went to, the Lord gave me extended families. The Lord has blessed me financially that are more than enough to sustain me in the mission, to the point that I was still able to send my parents for a holiday. There were challenges and hardships, of course, but they are nothing compared to the faithfulness of God and assurance of His goodness. After 3 years in the mission, the Lord unexpectedly called me out of full-time pastoral work. It was hard and painful. When I said yes that time to full-time pastoral work, I thought that this is where I belong. And this is my purpose in life, like for the rest of my life. In 2016, I was able to let go of full-time pastoral work because the Lord showed me and made known to me through this mission the true meaning and purpose of my life. I realized that the Lord called me to mission, to full-time pastoral work because I needed it. Because God wanted me to fully focus into knowing, loving, and serving Him. And more than all the blessings and goodness I have received and experienced through the mission, God made me understand deeper and embrace who truly I am and the real purpose of my life. Brothers and sisters, I am Evangeline. I am made with good news or announcer of good news. I am made to be holy. This is my identity and my purpose that the Lord deepened through the mission. Looking back to all my experiences to where God brought me, it is a clear picture of how good and faithful the Lord is. The Lord showed me that I am made out of goodness and I am made good. And I am to be good, to be a bearer and announcer of it. To be a good steward of all the graces God has given me. And I am to be holy because He is holy. To be good and to be holy, not just in the community and in service in the community. The Lord made me see that I am to be good and to be holy whenever and wherever I am. In my family, in the community, and most especially in the workplace. Like in the mission, it won't always be convenient. Convenient to be good, convenient to do good. But the Lord taught me in the mission the conviction and commitment to always do good and to always choose God in every decision. That's why, brothers and sisters, when I left full-time pastoral work, whenever I apply for work, I fearlessly always make clear to the managers interviewing me that I am active in the Catholic community and serving in my parish, that I cannot overtime because of it. God taught me to always prioritize Him first. God also taught me to transform my every decision for Christ, to see the face of Christ in every reality, to be with Christ all the time, to act, to speak, and to live for Christ. The Lord pursued me with His goodness all my life. And I know that surely, as in Psalm chapter 23, His goodness and love will continue to follow me all the days of my life. This life that I choose to live for Christ by being holy and being good. Brothers and sisters, I am Evangeline, I am for Christ, I am in Christ, I am His.
Brothers and sisters, I know in our life we have so many priorities. Many of us went to abroad to work for our families, to take care of our families, to support. But brothers and sisters, let us not forget our top priority is always Christ. Amen. I know we have so many dreams, our own personal dreams. That's not bad. That's actually a good thing to have dreams. But it's always ask for the grace to be open for whenever the Lord calls, wherever the Lord leads you, we answer yes. And the answer should always be yes. Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Because the Spirit moves in our life. And when the Spirit moves, let's not hesitate. We always say yes. And we call on another sister Binji.